Hello, everyone. Taser2 here, and welcome back to the Lads Podcast. This is episode 20, and we have already done the intro and talked for a while now. And then I realized it wasn't
About half
recording.
an hour.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
half. A,
we had a whole segment done.
we had a we did a lot.
Yeah. Oh boy, it'll be fun doing it the second time.
So the thing we started out with was I wanted to give you all an update on Activision Blizzard. The company itself is really just keeping their mouth shut. They're not really releasing anything about it. But, between this lawsuit from the state of California and the walkout that they did, that the employees did, and their petition and everything that's in the suit that's kind of concrete, I don't know how they're going to come back from this. And just the gaming industry as a whole, when this came out, there was also there's been several throughout history. There's been several segregate or several independent incidents from each other, kind of just popping up every now and again. And then now it's like, oh, these. So now that all these companies are getting hit with lawsuits and allegations and stuff like that, and now someone as big as Activision Blizzard, one of the biggest gaming corporations in the world, it's and in America no less, and it's a lawsuit by the state, not a person or a class action lawsuit. It just goes to show how widespread this issue really is. And if you're anything like me, you didn't realize that all these issues were connected. Like I know sometimes gamers can be horrible people, but this entire industry is just turning out to be something that full of harassment, which isn't great. And as a gamer myself, I'm appalled, genuinely. So yeah, that's my piece. Press is calling this a watershed moment for the industry. So they really they really think that this is going to be something that's going to change it. It's really going to make a change. And you know what? I hope that does. So for some news on my channel, the other day I was throwing a little party, a little bonfire at my house, and my dad showed me a GPU for sale, shipped and sold by Newegg, a GTX 1660 Super 6 GB. And while it's not the most powerful, I wanted an RTX GPU, but
Mm.
they are even less available. They're scarcer than water in a third world country. Okay, that's not true. Well, it probably is, but water's more important, and we need more of it than GPUs. So that's probably why it's scarcer. Or it's probably why GPUs are scarcer. Anyway, they are very scarce, and I managed to find one, shipped and sold by Newegg at MSRP price, and I bought it. And by the end of the week, I should have it. So that means one of these days I'm doing a return stream. I want to stream some Destiny. I want to stream the Back for Blood beta if it's still open. Back for Blood, if you don't know what it is, it's basically Left 4 Dead. You can kind of just, it's almost exactly like Left 4 Dead. Spiritual successor, they're calling it. So I'm just excited to get back, play a bunch of games. It's gonna be a longer stream, whatever I can manage. Not a 24-hour. I'm not doing that. I'll get some of the streaming team together. We'll see what we can do. So those are my announcements. You'll see a Twitter post about what day exactly. I'm still working that out. So anyway, Jerry, we are back to where we were in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a quick summary, but honestly, there was a lot of fluff in there. So anyway, Jerry, we're back to where you were
Wow. We made it all the way back.
all the way. So
Nice.
back to what you were saying. What were you talking about again?
Right. So it was, let's see, I had only had my driving permit. Um, and I had had that for about 2 years, and I never actually went to do the drive or anything. And then my permit ended up expiring. Um, See, I was under the impression that after it expired, you could just go and get it renewed.
No,
I found out no, you can
no.
only get it renewed if it hasn't yet expired.
Yeah, you gotta do the law
Yeah,
test.
yeah. So what I went and did was I went up to driving place who won't be named for reasons of not doxing ourselves. So I went there and I took my knowledge tests and or the one test, which was surprisingly simple. Um, it's I think 24 questions, and they give you 20 minutes. Question 16 or no, question 15 with 16 minutes left. So I kind of zoomed through that, and I only missed one question. So that was pretty good. And I got my new permit. They shipped that real quick too. We got that in the mail, I think 3 or 4 days later. So
Oh
it was pretty
wow.
good.
Mine
Um,
was like an entire month.
yeah, I know. Well, my first one, so
Your first one
but
took how long?
it took like a week to get through the mail back to us. Um, but yeah, this one got here real quick.
Yeah, I think it was because there's three of us getting it at relatively the same time to the same address. They're just like, that's probably why it took them a while. Either that or it's just because COVID and the holidays at the same time.
You take it holiday.
Like when I got it, it was actually when was it? No, I got it during the spring. Right? I don't remember.
Could have been Easter then.
Hold on, let me check. Oh, January. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like the holidays
Huh?
kinda can kinda mess with that. Yeah, so here's the thing. I did not really plan
Mm-hmm.
ahead. I didn't really think of anything. So I'm trying to think of
Okay.
a work story because I'm sure I got one up in this head of mine. Oh yeah. So my brother was because I work with my brother, and we recently got these self checkouts a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people hate them. There's a couple people who love them. A lot of people hate them, and then a lot of people are just indifferent.
My dad certainly hates them.
I've
Yeah.
been told that I'm going to lose my job. Like I get told that I'm going to lose my job to the machines a couple dozen times a day. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? It kind of hurts. It kind of hurts a little. So, yeah, like even though it's like I do other things than just register, so it's not like I'm going to lose my job per se because I do other things than register and I do them well. But it's just the fact that people keep telling me that it's just it kind of hurts just a little. and gives me a little bit of anxiety and doubt. But other than that, there was someone who hated the self checkout so much that they went so far as to say that the registers are communist. The self checkouts, they're communist. Wait,
The machines
the
are
machines are
communist.
communist. They are
What a claim.
communist, which is an amazing claim. There's also someone whose take is that the self checkouts, that we shouldn't have them because people are simply just too dumb to do it themselves. They just cannot. It's impossible.
Oh, okay.
Which I
Don't even try.
is funny to me. There's also the people who, if I try to like kind of, agree with them and relate to them, like, oh yeah, you know, I don't like these too much either, or whatever. If you try that route, they they act like you are the one who installed them, and they're like, oh yeah, they then don't have them here, like we did it. Like I had a say in the matter. So that one's a funny one too. But I've also seen this trend recently in the summer. People are just buying 30 pieces or like 20 pieces of like 10s and 20 piece packs of chicken at like 9:30 at night. So I just found that's just a
Man, these
peculiar
people
thing that people do. What was that, Jerry?
said, man, these people be hungry.
Yeah. There's also people who, so our chicken tenders? A lot of people think they're
Yeah.
like the size of like chicken nuggets. So they buy like 20 of them and they're like, "Why
Hmm.
you why you putting in that huge bag there?" Like the, or those two huge bags there. Like it's 20 tenders. They're not going to fit in anything smaller. And he goes, "Why are they so big?" Cuz they're tenders. How big they are. This was a while ago, but I'll never forget this guy. He comes in and he comes in with his daughter and he goes, "How much chicken do you have?" And I say, "Well, we got in that case right there. We're about to switch shifts, so trying to clean the fryers and such."
Hmm.
And he goes, "Okay, I'll take all of it." And I go, "What?"
Okay.
And he goes, "I'll take all of it. We're hungry." And I go, "Okay, sir." So end the story. We give him all of it. It's like $100 or so worth of chicken,
Oh,
and
man,
and we
really hungry.
and we have to make a new batch. That guy. Speaking of work, I got a message earlier today telling me that
All right.
in a couple days here we're gonna start wearing masks again. Which, I mean, I kind of saw this happening. I was reading this, or this article popped up on Twitter from Reuters that said CDC set to unveil revised mask guidance for for vaccinated Americans. And people would say like, and most of the response was what I expected, because people aren't too excited about wearing masks anymore because they thought this was over.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, like this person on Twitter here, this Twitter user, looking forward to ignoring this. Can't wait to ignore it.
Mm.
And what the CDC, their guidance is that they've that their guidance is like in populated areas, yeah, vaccinated people should still wear masks because they could still carry it, and they sneeze or something, someone can get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why our company made that decision. And honestly, I'm not too happy about it. I think I'm with many Americans when I say, I thought this whole thing was over. I thought since I was vaccinated, I'd be okay. Thought that was
Yeah.
the idea. But I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm gonna listen. People are gonna be mean. I can feel it. I can feel it that people are gonna be mean to
Yeah.
me. They're gonna say, "Why are you doing that? That's stupid."
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking back on Twitter for that article, and I saw a thing about Splitgate. That's another game I want to play. Splitgate is great. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically think Halo, except you have a portal gun.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was a little ADHD from the topic. But yeah, I'm not too
No, that's
excited.
fine. I like that.
I'm not too excited about masks coming back,
Mm.
but I'm okay with it. I'll do it. It means I get to keep my job. Yeah, I'll do it. And it's not too much of an inconvenience. It's just like I like not wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my take on it. And yeah, Gate's fun. I've been playing it a bit. One of my favorite modes is they took it from Halo. It's SWAT, which is all headshots are instant kills, which is fun because what you can do is you can set
Sounds
up a
cool. Yeah.
portal in the middle of the map or something, and you go back to like spawn, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can shoot through the portal to catch people in the middle of the map and just kill them a bunch. And they don't even know where you're coming. Well, they know where you're coming from, but they can't really get to you because that's like your spawn. Which spawns can swap. It's it just kind of finds a place on the map that doesn't have a ton of enemies near it. It kind of messes up sometimes, but you know there's still a way to kill you. It's just hard. It's just harder
Yeah.
because you're kind of like you can kind of defend against multiple fronts.
That's pretty cool.
Like any other people's portals, you can shoot through them, but you can't. see through them, but your own portals you can see. I guess your allies can too, but it's just like one of those things where I guess it's one of those things that the game can't really process all that at the same time. Like it's amazing that it got portals to work in a multiplayer setting at all. Cuz like I've tried it with like installing the portal mod on Gary's mod and it doesn't work very well. It's a little jank. And this one it's
Yeah.
kind of jank, but it's not super jank. It's not like something terrible. But yeah, like guns feel good to shoot. There's a little bit aim assist. It guns are easy to shoot. Like they're good to shoot, but they're easy to
Mm-hmm.
shoot. They're not like it's not like a hardcore type FPS game where it's like you gotta account for like crazy amounts of bullet drop and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of arcadey, I guess you could describe it as like a
Oh, okay.
arcade kind of shooter, and it's nice. Yeah, this is definitely gotta be a short one. Kind of slow news.
Mm-hmm.
There is that thing about
Yeah.
Chris Chan, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it because I'm not that interested. I saw it and I go, okay, weird guy on the internet did weird thing. I'm going to ignore it now. Gary, I have a question.
What's your question?
If you were at a convenience store right now, what would you be buying?
Oh, tea.
Tea?
Tea.
Oh no, yeah, it would probably be a drink too. If I need caffeine, it's a monster because I have a problem.
Yesterday, and it didn't really give much of an energy boost or anything.
Didn't give you an energy boost.
If anything, I was a little bit sleepier afterwards.
Well, yeah. See, for me, I mean, the caffeine content on that is 100 and what 180 milligrams for like the normal one, and it's got a ton. The normal one has a ton of sugar in it. I go with the zero ones when I get them. I just I just stay up too late because I get off work at 10. Don't get home till about 10:30. There's probably if I'm late or I don't show up on time or whatever, I'm probably not home. It ends up till I'm probably not home till about generally 10:30,
Mm-hmm.
11. So and then I go to sleep. I wake up. I try to wake up at like a good time. Sometimes I do not, however. And that's when the caffeine comes in when I can't like wake up properly.
Right.
I just feel drained, so I just drink some caffeine and I'm good.
Hmm.
I'm trying to cut back on it. 180 milligrams isn't a small amount. That's like 2 cups of coffee. But some energy drinks have like 300. So I guess I'm doing better than most, or than some, rather.
Mhm.
But I try to watch that stuff because it's not the best for you. But like also it won't kill you per se. Anyway, Jerry, what is your question?
Okay, see, I'm not sure if you or I know I don't, but I have a feeling that maybe some viewers at home
Can you say that again?
just confirming that you got that.
No, we did not. I did not.
But I myself don't answer for it. Not who will, but I figured someone after they care to comment or anything.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yes, I got that.
Was Yeah, we got somewhere. Okay. So my question is I guess yeah, if you have one too. Any series that you like that has both a book and movie adaptation, which did you prefer?
So, a book or a movie, like the first time I got this lesson where it's like, oh, books are always better and the movies are always better. Like the first time I ever read the book then watched the movie was Harry Potter.
Mm,
What I did was I read the first book, I finished it, I watched the movie, and then I read the second book, watched the movie, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I have to say that the book is better than the movie. You know, what you write on the pages, depending on the writer, you know, if they're good at what they do, generally speaking, they can be more descriptive than what a director can do with a movie in a few minutes. So, so like representing a single page, how long do you think that would take? I think representing a whole like a single page is more take takes longer than it is for the reader to read a page, if that makes sense.
right. Yeah, I got it. I get that.
And plus with budgets, they only have so much money to make a movie, whereas a writer, they could theoretically they could take as long as they want writing a book. Theoretically,
Hmm.
though not realistically. But they can take more time is the point.
And they could put more in there that basic budget wouldn't allow for.
Right. Because writing a book generally has not so much upkeep as it is hiring actors and writers and cameramen and making movie just movie making in general. How much it costs. Books don't really have that much of an upkeep. It's just buy stock, sell stock, and then with the the writing process itself, it's just make sure you have enough money that you can keep living while you're writing the book, and then maybe just maybe hire an editor and then pay the publisher. So that's my take why I think books have more potential than the movie adaptation, just because they can put so much more
Mm.
in it and it doesn't cost as much to put more in it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. The reason I said I don't have an answer is because I read a book movie adaptation. I've never seen the movie, or if it's a book adaptation. I've never read the book, so I can't really answer either way.
um One time where I would oh, another time that's like
Hmm.
oh yeah, the book was so much better than the movie is the Divergent series. The
Hmm.
ending for the ending of the Divergent Insurgent, the book, is the ending of Insurgent is so much better than the ending for Insurgent the movie.
Mhm.
Like, personally, I don't think the ending for the movie makes any sense. Really. I don't know if I want to reveal it, but it's like basically a character that was that's supposed
I
to
thought
die
it
in the
was
book doesn't,
not what the plot was.
and it doesn't make sense. Second, so on the other hand, there's like
There.
books that I think should be made into movies. I think it's called
Mhm.
Legend.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Legend by Marie Lu. Yeah, the Legend series I think should be made into. Actually, it might be. Maybe there is one. There's there's an IMDb page for this.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's an IMDb page for the Legend movie, and it just has the book cover as the picture.
Hmm.
So I guess they are
Okay.
making one. BCDF Pictures. They make very average movies.
Mhm.
Like they're all like 5 star. They're all like
Oh.
5 star films. This one has a Metascore of 35.
Oops.
It's a rom com.
Mm.
Who's in it? Okay. All right, I'll stop looking. Why is it? It has a terror. Okay, let's just hope. Because Legend, I remember reading that in I think it was middle school and freshman year. I read the series kind of across those years, like 8th grade and ninth grade,
Mhm.
and it was a really good series. I liked it, and I feel like it should be made into a movie. I need to read more books. Need more books.
As do I. I went to the library a couple days ago, read some new Doctor Who comic books, which were pretty good.
Just go and get some books. Read books.
Book. Book.
It's funny. I'm always like, I don't want to read a book, and then I pick up a book and I start reading it, and like after
You just can't put it
a
down.
couple of hours, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm reading now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
We
the same
reading,
way. Yep.
and I feel like it's phones that do me in.
Mhm.
Like I'll get a notification or whatever. I'm just like, oh, what's that? And I look at Twitter, and then I start watching YouTube, and then all that.
Yeah,
But
I do that.
once I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm reading, and I put my phone like on the charger or whatever, I'm good. I'm just reading.
Mhm. Yeah, I got quite a few books lined up I should start reading that I haven't read before.
I don't really have any. I have the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes
Mhm.
sitting on my bookshelf, and I've read a few of those stories in there, and they're really good. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, of course, it's good. It's a, a classic, one of those
Right.
classic books on them. because
Book.
it's funny. It's one of those classic books that you read.
Mm. Yeah.
Like, and even the first one, this A Scandal in Bohemia is just great. And like at first, you kind of got to read it a couple times because at first, like, what Sherlock Holmes says kind of goes over your head, and I guess that's the point of it, right? He's like talking about a bunch of things. It's like, oh, it's obvious about this and that, and you remember this about Germany, right? Yeah, I remember this about Germany. So yeah, that's my opinion on books.
Equal good.
Books are good. We like books.
Hmm.
And with that, I don't think we have anything left to say. I don't think there's anything to say. I'm sure I'm sure there's something we'll miss. We'll end the podcast and we'll go, "Oh, we forgot to talk about that one thing." Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll write it down for the next one if we do.
Hmm.
Anyway, this has been the lads. Thank you all for listening. You can check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, you know, everywhere. You can check us out at a lot of places. And yeah, that's everything. Donate to Extra Life if you could. That's very
Yeah, that'd be nice.
that's a very good one. Very good
Hmm.
charity. I've been I've been a donation partner with them for a few years. Children's Miracle Network hospitals and all that. Very great. Anyway, once again, thank you all for listening, and I'll talk to you all next time. Farewell.